Lord Fish Island. Hey, you guys want to watch Third Ernest's reaction? We can watch that if you want. I wonder what he... You want to watch his reaction? Dancing in the room. Let's watch it.
I do the Falling in Reverse trilogy. When's the trilogy coming? This is my 2,367th day requesting the trilogy. Well, better late than never. Roll it.
Oh shit, got that production. Hannah with the 5.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Channel's name is The Third Ernest. I'm Ernest Ariano the Third. Y'all
He's
guys
got good audio
if you're
too.
new here and you're not subscribed and you like what you see at the end of the video, consider subscribing, bottom right hand corner. Now the next 3 videos that I am posting in a row have probably been the most requested videos from anybody once I started doing Falling in Reverse. And then I did Falling in Reverse, and then Ronnie like reacted and brought up those videos that I had made of the songs, and that just made more people come in the comments and be like, bro, yo, this is all good and all, but you need to hit the trilogy. And I'm like, I will. But now that I'm full-time YouTube, actually, honestly, partly in thanks to Ronnie, if you haven't seen that video yet, go check that out. But now that we're full-time YouTube, I can and am definitely getting started on this trilogy with this video here. Now, all 3 of these videos are Patreon requests, and that's why I'm getting to them when I am during this whole Patreon request thing that we got going on. All of my videos, I normally plug it with a Patreon if you want to subscribe to Patreon, because like I said, I still need...
Pretty badass, bro. You can't deny that, huh?
Yeah. 30 seconds to... The links are down in the description, but stuff. Now the neon of his like weight screen on Twitch, now it all makes sense.
It makes sense,
before
right?
I was like, this is kind of a random like color palette for the Twitch stream, and obviously I hadn't seen this yet, so all right, that makes sense now. And this room right here, like I feel like there's hella shit shot in this room. Like I feel like this is the same room in
we did it first,
the Dark Knight,
though.
or
Yeah,
one of the Dark Knight
Dark Knight
movies,
did it
Christian
first,
Bale
obviously.
Batman movies, where this is where like his garage. I don't know if it's the same room or not. But
it's the Third Ernest, guys.
And this room right here
What's
is
his name?
hella dope for camera movement, because you have like that grid look on top of the ceiling, so all the camera movement is just like exaggerated greatly because of the way that the roof looks. So
like
it's gonna
in
be
his
dope
room.
as fuck. I already know.
I got the motherfucking world in my palm now. Don't tell me to calm down.
Bro, I did not know what direction this song was gonna go. First off, after coming off of the original songs that I did, and then we come into like this sound and this look, I'm like, I don't know what to expect. And then he comes in with like this hard-hitting rap. Yeah, yo, that caught me off guard. All right, I got it. My mind's ready now.
I got the motherfucking world in my palm now. Don't tell me to calm down. Striking a magic night in the track while I'm typing the captain's on now.
Striking a match and igniting the track, and like Ronnie's delivery and cadence of like his raps, it's like aggressive, but his voice is clean. Like it doesn't sound like too overly aggressive, and his enunciation is solid, so I can hear every single bar, like every single lyric. That's dope, especially over like this hard rock.
Striking a magic night in the track while I'm typing the captain's on now. Grab Casanova, we're catching us over in the back of a Rover, 6-pack in a backpack, and I'm cracking them open, sifting, I'm trapped in a moment.
Oh shit. Yo, that fucking, see, this is what I mean. Like, everything is catching me off guard. Clean as fuck. The delivery, the rhyming, the internal rhyme scheme in the back of a Rover 6-pack, cracking it open, like all that internal rhyme scheme. And then he goes into the triplet flow right before it, like that fucking, he's wearing lasers and shit. What is happening? Then open your eyes, bro, with like the digitized voice. And then like he's got all the electronics on, and then boom, we go into the next. And by the way, I was right in terms of the way that this room and this specific ceiling is gonna make like the movement of the camera just over exaggerate so much, because it looks like it's moving so much faster than it is because of the fucking ceiling. But he said raps Casanova with cash in the sofa in the back of a Rover backpack with a 6-pack, and I'm cracking it open. That fucking scheme is dope.
Oh shit, timer guys, timer!
Everybody's always gonna bring on my gun. Well, past that, interest on my backpack. I'm a NASDAQ with a bad rap, so I'm not ready to change. I'm doing my thing.
Yo, that's dope. He said everybody's always bringing up my past, and that's true with basically anybody who's ever done anything majorly wrong. Like some people like Ronnie and some people like, you know, convicted felons or convicts who are literally trying to get out of that life or have turned a new leaf in prison and they're trying to be a different person. That mistake is always going to be brought up. And for certain people that can be an unfortunate thing because
right now. What the fuck?
we all made mistakes
subs,
when we were younger. Just some people made much higher stakes mistakes than others. And because of that wrong decision, like that follows them for the rest of their life, even if they're trying to turn a new leaf and become a new person. They're trying to rise like the phoenix out of the ashes, and their past doesn't let them. And he said everybody's got to bring it up, but I'm past that. Like I'm waiting for y'all to get past that. Like I'm moving forward without y'all, whether or not y'all want to move forward or not.
Very
I
true.
as a person am going to be evolving into the next
Very
version
true.
of
Let's
myself.
go, baby.
And
That's
I already
true.
have, because I'm past that. And then that interest up bar that goes with the next line where he talks about the NASDAQ, like literally the interest in him as a musician in terms of like musical interest, like his music is now seeing a resurgence, but also in terms of like his public interest, because he's got all sources of like streaming. He's a big time streamer on Twitch. Like every interest is going up, just like the NASDAQ. And the NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange are obviously talking about stocks and bonds, and you know, interest is obviously part of that conversation. Kind of ironic that that line is in there after I quit doing my job, which was going to be selling stocks and bonds and to be and to have a license to be able to discuss with people in NASDAQ and NYSE and all those things. And then I'm loving the music video. The music video is fire.
I'm not ready to change.
Yeah, man, the verses his verses are always so good because they complement the rap so well. And this is one thing that I'm not sure, because I was watching the stream whenever he was watching my video, and I said like multiple people in the band, and he's like, nah, that's all me. He said that. And I'm like, is Falling in Reverse, is it just Ronnie? Does he write like does he write the entire composition of the music? Because that's crazy. Even if he didn't, it's still like a good ass song. But if he did, like, next level, you know what I'm saying? But this video is just gorgeous, bro. The way we go from the red, like the predominantly red.
I literally write about 95% of everything. And if there's a person that I bring on to write it with me, then yes, the band has nothing to do with it. I've said it before. Obviously, a lot of people are going to think that a band has, they all have equal say in it. But if you've been a fan for a long time, you've noticed that band members have come and gone, yet the music has not wavered or changed, is because I am the sole I'm the sole writer of everything. And if you really, really, really want to take it back, like Dying is Your Latest Fashion, when I left, and then Escape the Fate tried to, keep going, it sounded nothing like Dying is Your Latest Fashion, like nothing, like there was no cadence, there was nothing there. And then when I get back out of prison, The Drug in Me Is You was almost like if Escape the Fate continued with me and had the sequel, right? You could kind of hear the you know what I mean? So then you realize that, like, wait a minute, Ronnie me has a little bit more invested in the writing process of everything. And as the years went on, I got a little bit better and better. And I think it's more being a good songwriter. You have to be a good songwriter in general, right? Just a good songwriter in general. Universally a good songwriter. But that's only a piece of the puzzle. The other piece of the puzzle is relevance. Because I can write a dope-ass song, but the timing of me putting out what kind of song it is might not be the right time, so people won't listen to it. Because I know a lot of good songwriters, I just know a lot of people that aren't really in tune with how to navigate the style of the song in the times that we're living in. That's what makes you, I feel like that's what makes you great. And that's what makes me I'm a pop star. I'm not a doctor. I'm a pop star, not a doctor. No, I'm just kidding. I feel like I'm a pop star because that's what pop stars do. Pop stars, if you haven't noticed, big pop stars like Lady Gaga, they always kind of shift with the times, and they make music according to the times that they're living in. And the songs that they make are always good songs. That's why they do well, right? That's why they do well. So you always have to literally be in tune with the fucking times, man. And you know what? You're not a sellout because you want to make a song that everybody can literally want to listen to because it's modern, right? That's the reason why all these songs are like a part of the time. Sometimes, like Alone, that song Alone, when I made it, it was so ahead of its time. And I was told that by my managers and my label and everybody, like this is too far ahead of its time. That's why people are shitting on it now, right? Because it's too far ahead of its time. I remember dropping it and being like, fucking, you know, white boy on the beat, rocking Gucci sneak. That shit's fucking, it's so stupid. The lyrics are so dumb, right? But a lot of rap songs have dumbass lyrics, right? And I didn't realize how far ahead of the times it was because I got so much shit for it because people are so used to seeing me with my hair up and like fucking rocking and rolling and stuff. So it took a while for people to catch up to that song, right? In terms of being a fan, right? And now I see that song when I play it live, it's fucking massive. People, when I play that song live, even though it got so much hate when it first came out, it's one of the biggest songs I play at my shows, right? So you have to recreate yourself or you're going to die like the rest of these fucking musicians out there, man. If you don't recreate yourself as a musician, then you're going to die like the rest of them. And you don't want to do that. And you have to be fucking bold and you have to be prepared for people to scrutinize you because you've changed. And that could even come from cutting your hair, changing the way you dress, changing the timbre of your voice, changing the chords that you usually use, changing the style of music you usually use. And there's a lot of things that are going to it. But the one thing that always should remain the same is the authenticity in what you're doing. And that's how people will always fucking listen to you. Is knowing that it's authentic. All right, let's go. I'm done.
Red, where everything is red, and then we go to the blue, which is like the scene where the actual band is with like those Star Trek type vision glasses. But in the blue, there's still elements of like the red and the pink, like it just contrasts so nicely. This video's dope.
Hardships, live in darkness, through the mud and to the marshes. My reputation is tarnished, but regardless, I am awesome. So the gossip from my lockup go colossal. Then I blossom to the boss of this rock stuff, and I'm never gonna stop till the cops come. What I'm really trying to say is say it to my face, and if you won't stay the
Yeah, just song and the instrumentation is dope. But yo, that whole rhyme scheme and that cadence right there, like that whole shit right there, and it was all just like one long rhyme. Like he slant rhymed into another like syllable on the rhymes to go from regardless and tarnished to awesome and gossip. Like that's close enough to where it all sounds like it's one long scheme. But yeah, bro, this entire verse right here is everything that I was saying in the first verse, where like he's basically talking about how his reputation had been tarnished. He rose from the ashes and became a new person who would still be able to be on top of the rock genre and the rock game. He said, I've seen the hardships, I've gone through the marshes, I've seen the pain and the struggle, I've personally lived it. I see my name get tarnished, and then the gossip of the lockup go colossal, like get big and everybody's talking about it. And now I rose up and became on top of the rock game once again. It's fucking tight. But it's dope that he's acknowledging and basically like coming to terms with like, I don't gotta change your opinion of me. My opinion of me has been changed. I know that I'm a new person. You're either gonna see it or you're not, depending on your biases towards me. So it is what it is. I'm still moving forward.
I'm really trying to say.
I'm really trying.
Stop me, no, I'm ripping the news. It's the essence of music. I'm with the fusion of both. I'm not ready to change. I'm doing my
Bro, that fucking transition right there? Hold up.
I'm with the fusion of both. I'm not ready to change.
Bro, that fucking transition on the drum, like I always forget what it is. Is it a drum fill to go into the the chorus? Bro, and is he stunting on us with the Hermes belt? Psh, dog. That belt that he's wearing in the red scene, that hoe is like $1,000. And bro, yes, we're too fucking old out here to be subtweeting, to be dancing around what you're really trying to say. Say it to my face or don't say it at all. And he is rocking the fuck out of the fusion of like both rock and rap. Like everybody does it differently. And to be honest, I haven't heard anybody do it as smoothly as Ronnie does, you know, ever since Linkin Park. Like Linkin Park has always been kind of like they've always been like the pinnacle of the rock rap, like new metal type sound.
100%.
And then they transitioned and they were still rock rap, but they
100%.
transitioned their sound. And I hadn't heard anybody do it as good until this.
Not ready to change. I'm doing my thing. You're pointing the blame. You know I'm not ready to choose. Keep confused and stay the hell out of my way. So
Bro, this video is fucking money, dog.
I gotta pee real
like,
quick.
To be able to
I'll be
hold
right back.
your attention and keep it all in the same room. Like a video that's not shot well and it's all shot in one room gets boring fucking as quick as it possibly can. But this right here, like the way that they're using the color, the way they're using the camera movements, and then they bring the lasers in, and that is like a new element that we didn't see at the beginning. So now, as our brains were getting used to the red and the blue, red and blue, and then boom, fucking green lasers everywhere, we're like, what the fuck? And then after that, here we are with like a white, just completely white. This video's tight. Like it's shot and directed in cinematography. Chef's kiss, dog.
Ever since I was a little boy, I always thought that the world was going to end in my lifetime. So I tried to seize every opportunity as it came to me because I believed it might stop the sky from falling down one more day. But the older I got, the more I realized that I cannot save the world. I'm not.
Before we move on to the next portion, those right there are the most fucking low-rise jeans I've ever seen in my entire life.
I'm not a superhero. I'm not perfect. I'm just me. A human being.
This whole like right here, this whole like fucking thing that she's wearing, it reminds me of fucking the movie Ex Machina. I don't know why I'm getting those vibes, but I am. But yeah, I mean, he's saying some important shit right here. It's not like a verse or anything, but he's basically saying like, I realize after a certain point that I can only control what I can control. And I don't need to carry the burden of like the entire world ending on my shoulders because it's really out of my control. My world could end based off my control, but I need to stop caring about it.
Sorry, guys.
Else.
Oh, shit, timer.
A human being.
Why?
That was fucking gross. I was not ready for that. Did she like spit death into his mouth because now we're in the clouds? Bro, I thought that they were gonna kiss. I didn't know that that was gonna happen.
Every single day. This bitch in here is like, oh my God, wash your hands. Like you followed me to the bathroom and saw me not wash my hands. Shut the fuck up.
Man, like the bridge has its own visual portion of the music video, and that's important so that way your brain knows that it sounds different. So sometimes that can be like a disconnect if we still stayed in that room. But as you can hear that we're building up to go back into the rest of the song, you can see like the flashes that we're coming back into the room that we were prior. It's like visually it just makes sense. And then that every day we kill our idols, but I won't be broken down. Like that could mean so many things depending on the way that you see the way the song hits you. Like you can literally take it and say that we're killing our idols. Like take a look at Kanye West, for example, or anybody that has all this major pressure on them from their fans or from critics or from just the public in general. Like we cause these people to go into like these like psychotic mental states or like this breakdown of their personality and their persona. Like that is a literal thing that happens. And I personally take it as him saying like, you know, you can try to break me down with the burdens of my past, but I've already moved on for them. I'm not going to let you break me down by y'all keep bringing up all of the wrongdoings that I did in my prison sentence and all those things. I'm gonna emerge anew. So if y'all want to break down the old me, you can, but that's not who I am anymore, you know?
Yeah.
Fire. I've listened to enough EDM to know that drop was gonna come, and you can kind of hear elements of like, when did this come out? 2018? Yeah, you can kind of hear elements of like electronic music in the background, especially with the fact that they're using like that distortion on his voice, that digitization, is that a word?
Yeah.
You can hear some kind of like sprinkling of that in there,
Yep,
like
yep,
right here with this drop. I will say that production decision right there to not have the drop happen when you expect it to happen, it definitely adds like a little like, oh shit, I'm fucking hyped moment of it. You know what I'm saying? Because you were expecting it to like just drop and then it doesn't.
I'm not ready to change. I'm doing my thing. You're pointing the way. You know I'm not ready to choose. So don't get confused and stay the hell out of my way.
The shit is tight for sure. Like the song is dope.
Stabbing the cap in the row. Anybody wanna talk trap at the dough? Stacking the crap in the row with a bow. Tip a dup of the bup of the dough. Dup of the dup of the dup of the da. Da 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 dup of the bup of the ah. Ba da ba dup of the bup of the ah ah.
Yo. That was dope. I was not expecting that of a song. I feel like I've said that already on every single song that I've done from Falling in Reverse.
I try to do that shit. I try to keep it unexpected. You know what I mean, guys? You know what I mean? Guys, thank you so much for all the subs, man. For reals, dude. Thank you.